It is holiday tournament week in Minnesota high school hockey. Tonight, the 24th annual Armstrong Cooper Girls Hockey Tournament Classic gets underway from the New Hope Ice Arena. Hello and welcome to New Hope. John Jacobson along with Dan Ficken. It's the Willmar Cardinals taking on the Osseo-Park Center Stars in our first game. And Dan, Willmar coming in, a nice record. Won 13 games a year ago, already 8-4-1 this season.
Yeah, but they're 2-4 in their last 6. So they started out 7-1, really good. And they've run into some trouble here in the last few games. Got caught by surprise. They've had some injuries. Some absences from the game, so they're looking to kind of reset themselves in this tournament right now.
Osseo-Park Center comes in at 3-5-1, but a lot of returning experience. Now, they lost their starting goaltender from last year and their top scorer, Laura Denchfield, but most of these girls saw varsity experience a year ago.
They really did, as young ones, too. Their top 3 scorers are sophomores who played as freshmen last year, and they've really stepped up, and they're actually 2-1-1 in their last 4 games and are doing well, so they're surging, but they're looking for consistency now to get everything spread across all their lines. They have a little more consistent scoring versus the Cardinals of Willmar, but they need more.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Cardinals. Cardinals have really a high-scoring first line. Madison Garberding has been their leading scorer so far this year, leading goal scorer.
Well, we've had the pleasure of watching her in this tournament a few times, and she is a beast. She's got 18 goals, 28 points, a couple power play goals, so it goes through her. She's the main force behind them. But that line that she plays is also very good. She's made them better over the years, and you'll see her play both ends of the ice. I mean, she will go deep into the defensive zone. She'll go deep in the offensive zone. She can motor. Really good hockey player. Is going to go to Brown University on a scholarship.
And for OPC, Presley Kramer, one of the young players. And they don't have a lot of scoring punch so far, but really consistent. A number of girls who have been able to put the puck in the net so far. Yeah,
if you look down the list, a lot of girls have goals. They don't have a lot, but she's got 5. She's a leading goal scorer and has 9 points. Has done very well. She was told this year she's got a good shot. She can skate. They said, you got to take a shot. Stop dishing it off. We need you to step up and put pucks in the net. And she's done that admirably well, but they're looking for more from her. So this would be a good chance in this tournament to really step up against non-conference opponent and see what she can do.
I think it's fun too, Dan, that there's so many young players on this team, underclassmen on both of these teams rather, that we're going to see these girls back presumably a year from now too, and a great future not only for this season but for next year.
Well, it'll make the quality of the tournament better, the quality of the teams better. Have fun with it, and to see these younger players start stepping up in these programs that have kind of been down for a few years, etc., and really pick it up. We see the youth programs building up. So it's all encouraging for both these programs as we talk to both of these coaches.
Armstrong Cooper is the tournament host. We'll see them later tonight in the second quarterfinal round game here on the North Rink at New Hope Ice Arena. We'll take time out. We'll drop the puck on the first period. Willmar and Osseo-Park Center Girls Hockey next on CCX. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken here at New Hope Ice Arena. Jay Wilcox will be with us in between periods. First quarterfinal round game here on the North Rink, featuring Willmar and Osseo-Park Center. AC girls will be playing in the second game against St. Paul Sibley Riveters tonight, and look forward to some good hockey, Dan, here in these 2 games.
Yeah, this one I'm looking forward to especially, too. These might be the 2 best teams in the tournament here. We get that right off the bat at the beginning, so it should be a fairly quick game. Both teams can skate very well. OPC, I think, has got the advantage in goaltending and defense, but I'll tell you what, Willmar can score goals. Boy, I'll tell you what, they put 59 in the net so far this year. Looking at Brighton. Carlson, our senior goaltender, 5-3-0, 3.74 GAA, .871% save percentage. Run into a few issues here in the past few games, but she's been their stalwart.
And Mackenzie White, who saw some varsity action last year, but was mostly junior varsity, but now mostly the full-time starter. 3-5 record, but a goals against of just 2.1 on the season. We are underway. Willmar in the red, OPC in the white, orange, and green, and they get a takeaway in the Willmar zone. A shot and a big save by Carlson. She comes up huge on Presley Kramer, who gets a scoring chance 20 seconds into the game. Shot from the blue line, and that one is covered up by Carlson. So OPC with a good first shift.
Kramer wasn't messing around. She got the shot off. They told her to do it. Got another, got the rebound out and took another fluttering shot there. It almost caught the goalie by surprise. It changed direction. And this is just what OPC wanted to do, talking to the coach. They wanted a quick start. They need to be consistent. The first period has been pretty slow for them all year. They wanted a good start here. It looks like they're getting one so far.
Nina Dawson with the puck for Willmar. Trying to pass it to Maya Munson there. OPC keeping Cardinals bottled up, though, right now in their own end. Good work along the boards by Bjork, but now it's Willmar getting the puck out to center.
And we see Willmar now, their first line has been playing in the second line slot, anticipating that OPC put their best line out against them.
Shot on net by Charlie Sawicki. Another stop for Brighton Carlson, who already has 3 saves.
Well, talking to Coach Lewis, the second line for OPC is a good checking line, and they will be keeping an eye on this top line of Willmar, especially number 20, Madison Garberding.
Tie up off the face-off, a shot, save, rebound try. And Brighton Carlson had to be sharp right from the drop of the puck. Dan, she's facing a lot of shots here in the first minute, 17 seconds. You look at Jeremy Ludus, now in his 3rd year as head coach of OPC, and really done a nice job with this program, trying to build the wins, and more importantly, starting to build the numbers, Dan,
yes,
in the program, which is what you need for long-term sustainability and success.
Well, they've had the best turnout. They've doubled their youth programs now in the past 3 years, and part of that's him, and he's also gathering kids from other schools that would have normally left, and they're sticking around. So he's done a great job. They got 10 games last year they won, which they haven't done for a long time, and he's done a great job with them.
Willmar just having trouble getting the puck out of their own end in the first couple of minutes of play here. Banked out past center. They wave off ice, and it'll be chased down by OPC. Haley Eichels in their own zone, getting it up to center onto the stick of Kramer. Head to Scherner, dropping it back along the blue lines, picked off by the Cardinals. Back comes Munson into the OPC zone. Shot up, a little trouble with it, although stopped by White. Puck still free, now to the corner. Cardinals keep it in. Another shot toward the front and covered up by White. That first one caught her up high, Dan, and kind of bounced off her. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, the Cardinal coming out, they're bringing that first, they're double shifting that first line now, that good line, and she just got mixed up on it, couldn't quite get at it. Her feet weren't moving. She's kind of stuck in mud there and almost caught her.
Nina Dawson trying to win the face-off and does get it back to Munson. Top of the circle, moves into the slot, shot away to goal.
Well, we were talking to coach at Willmar, and Maya Monson was the one he mentioned quite a bit. Number 5, she's got 10 goals. That was her 11th, 26 points and 2 power play goals. And they get their first opportunity of a shot. You'll see her coming on. Nice move right there. Takes it right to the slot. Eyes up where she wants to shoot it. Gets it right in the right spot where the glove just couldn't come down and get it.
Munson with her 11th, as Dan mentioned. Dawson picking up her 6th assist. And here they come again. Another shot and a goal. And this time it's Dawson. And it's 2-0.
Wow.
Goals 8 seconds apart for Willmar.
Well, they always say it's amazing what happens when you shoot the puck at the net. You know, a lot of times it can go in. And, boy, what a turnaround for the Willmar Cardinals. Well, they're being dominated, and all of a sudden, wham, 2 shots and bang, goals. That just may hit 5-hole. Boy, wasn't really ready for that one, I don't think.
McKenna Larson will get her 3rd assist of the season on Dawson's 4th goal of the year. And just like that, it's 2-0 Willmar.
Well, this is where not scoring can be problematic now for OPC. They're going to have to really double their efforts.
Icing on Willmar.
See Coach
Eric Setchum, 4th year head coach. Been with the program, though, 11 years. And a team that has improved, Dan, slowly in this 4 years as head coach. And really hoping to get to the state tournament. They're a Class A team, play a lot of Class AA schools, including in their own conference. But that's their goal for this season.
They play in the Central Lakes, which has Brainerd, which took 2nd place in AA last year against Edina, and Alexander, who's a perennial state participant. So they're in a good conference. I like the way he made no bones about it. Sections is their goal this year. They want to win it and go to state.
Now comes OPC. Zoe Smith carried it to the line. Turnover there. Back comes Willmar with Bailey Olson, number 7. Olson across the line. Nice move. Goes to her backhand with a shot. And the save made by Mackenzie White. Good skating and work with the stick there, Dan, by Olson.
Well, Coach Strom's using his head here. He's breaking up that first line. Bailey Olson is usually on that first line. This is the 2nd line she's on, and she already has become a powerhouse as far as scoring. But they're moving him around a little bit, trying to spread the scoring out.
Olson with 17 goals on the season. Puck poked ahead by Kramer down into the Willmar zone. Race for the puck.
Oh, wait a minute.
And
wow.
Well, they're going to call icing on that. They're going to call a penalty, perhaps. But
so did I.
Yeah.
When the player's being held up and has better than even chance of getting to it, that's not icing. We see a good race here, a lot of good hustle. If she got held up, she would have got to the puck.
So it's back in the OPC zone. Right now, Willmar needs one more player on the ice. Oh, no, they
got a penalty.
Oh, I think she thought she had a penalty, and then she goes back to the bench. I think Larson thought she was going to be called for one, had gone into the box, and so we continue on 5-on-5 here. Even strength play in the OPC zone. They trail it 2-0 after dominating really the first 2 minutes of play when they were peppering Brighton Carlson with shots. And then Willmar answers on 2 goals 8 seconds apart. That's where we are, just over 5 minutes in. Here they go again. Rink wide pass. A little bit behind Munson. Kramer moved in to break things up. Back onto the stick of Munson. Moving in on the left wing. Lost it there to Abigail today.
Boy, Munson's just a little bit of nothing, but man, she can motor.
Back out just inside the blue line. Shot gets partially blocked off of Jaden Bredeson's stick. OPC back behind their net. Played ahead by Denchfield, up and then shot right back in by Willmar. Today comes back for it. Lost the puck out in front, but her teammate, Abby Bodine, was there to pick it up. Played ahead again by Willmar to the line. Denchfield will get it out of the zone, out to center. Shot back by Willmar again. Behind the Stars net.
I can tell you, John, that those 2 goals have shook up OPC. They are having trouble. They're turning the puck over consistently here. They got to get their heads up and start putting some plays together here. Short passes. They're spread out too far.
To the left boards. Puck kept in the zone briefly by Olson, then shot back out by the Stars. And it'll be skated down by the Cardinals. Audrey Swart back for it. Plays it up to the blue line onto the stick of Olson. Chipped away from her and shot back down into the Cardinals' end. Out comes Willmar. Sophia Quinn, number 11, can't get it out. Lost to OPC. And a good defensive play there by Swart, able to take the puck away from Zoe Smith. Smith back with it at center, drops it in her own end. Onto the stick of Tabery Scherner. Here comes Scherner now with the, basically it's Eikos rather, with the rush with the puck. Eikos with it in the corner. Goes to the circle, lost it off her stick, picked up by Smith along the blue line, out of the zone by Willmar. Trying to push it back in was Claire Smith, and does, but Cardinals gain control. Quinn to the OPC line where Tessa Strand takes it. Headmans it there for Horvath. In on net with the shot that Carlson steers away. No collision there and causes a turnover. OPC getting the puck back behind the Cardinals net. Out on the stick of Strand with a circle. They throw it out front and skated by Munson, and then she lost it. OPC taking it back, centering pass in front, a shot and a huge stop there by Carlson. Good scoring chance for Scherner, and Carlson made the stop. Back into the OPC end, almost turned over, but they get it back. Here's Kramer. Lost it. Cleared by Willmar, back ahead. In comes Olsen left side. It squeezed off the puck there. Stars get it out to center. Too far ahead for Kramer to be able to make a play on it. And back come the Cardinals. Pass a little too far out in front of Larson, and it's icing on Willmar.
We've had a complete turnaround here, John. Willmar looks real confident. Some nice moves here by the D, some good puck movement. They're spreading out, getting plays to where they need to. Those 2 goals made a lot of difference. But, you know, we knew they were sharpshooters coming in. They came in with 59 goals to their credit this year. I mean, they put it in the net. They've outscored their opponents 24-9 in the first period.
Well, we're getting it back. Here comes Olsen. Into the circle, shot away. Just wide of the OPC net. Played back for Dinchfield, then along the boards as Sawicki tries to chop it out, does get it out of the zone. Here comes Eikos with the puck. Haley Eikos carries deep, centering pass out in front, loose puck, and cleared away by Bredesen. And then a nice poke check to take it away by Quinn at the blue line. Stars can't clear. Cardinals keep the puck in the zone. Taken by Haley Eikos again. Out to center. Shot back by Bredesen of Willmar. And onto the stick deep of Lindsay Eikos. Here comes Today with it. Coming right up the slot, lost the puck. A couple of Cardinals around her and turned back over to Willmar. In there, carry deep with Garberding.
Real good transition by the Cardinals there, boy. They got that puck out of there real quick. They're back checking really hard right now. They found their legs.
Swart kind of fanned on that pass. Couldn't get it up the wing. Tie up along the boards. They're still after it and finally skated away by Swart. Onto the stick of Munson. Pass too far out in front of Garberding. Puck is at center. Poked right in front of the Willmar bench now. Swept away by Dawson of Willmar, but right onto the stick of Strand. Lost it as she came to the blue line. Now Strand after it again. Gets the puck in the corner for OPC. Trying to center it. That gets blocked. Strand skating after it. Puck pushed back behind the net. The poke check there, and
Taken by Willmar. And it's Olsen. Out to center. Quick right pass. Oh, could be a giveaway here as Larson's in on the puck for Willmar. Larson's centering pass. It comes to White, who makes the stop.
That's the first shot we've seen in a long time here. We've gone about 4 or 5 minutes without a shot after just everything went out gangbusters to start out with. Kind of jakes them too. I talked about OPC's goaltending being good, and then got a little nervousness early in the game here. So that's kind of been the difference right now.
Face-off win for the Cardinals. Shot from the point gets deflected to the boards on the left side. Kept in by Willmar. Shot in on goal. Save made. Rebound try. And White covers that up as well.
Well, Willmar's getting some good movement around the net here, and they're keeping the D on off balance for OPC. And White's really had to move a lot, John.
Off the face-off, OPC away with it. Here comes Ilya Bjork. Bjork carries back behind the Cardinals net. Still with the puck. Puts it out in front. Onto the stick of Eikos. Shot goes wide. Kept in, though, by the Stars. Back behind the net. Skating after it goes Olsen of Willmar. Comes Bailey Olsen. Ahead of steam to the center ice and into the OPC zone. Shot on net, and White makes the save on Olsen. Rink-wide pass. Nobody there for OPC to play it. And the Cardinals trying to catch OPC on a line change now. Get the shot down into the Stars' end. On the boards, caught up in the skates of Claire Smith. And out in front. Shot. Oh, and then Fanning on a try out in front with Calabig.
Boy, big mistake there, coughing it up right into the slide area. You can't do that.
Quinn trying to whack at it for Willmar. Couldn't. Played out to center ice onto the stick of Smith. Claire Smith in. Shot from a tough angle, but in on net. And Carlson steers that away. Under 4.5 minutes to play here. In the first period, it's 2-0 Willmar, leading Osseo-Park Center. Shot, save made. A lot of traffic out in front of the Willmar net. Stars have it again. Blue line shot away. It's loose in front. They score. Tavery Scherner puts the puck in the net, and it's 2-1.
Boy, that was just a good grit goal. We were talking to Coach Lewis beforehand too, and he says we really got to get dirty, gritty goals. And you can see here, just look at all the OPC players that start converging on the net. They got two right there, and the third one shows up, uses the leverage on the rebound to just bounce it off the glove, and puts it in the net to get OPC on the board. Just a good, hard-working goal right there. That's Tavery's 5th goal of the year. She's actually been their leading power play goal scorer too, John. She's got 2 of those this year so far, and a power play that really hasn't been very good this year.
So OPC gets one back and make it 2-1. But now under 4 minutes to play, and they have the puck down into the Willmar zone again. Chased down by Jaden Bredesen. Dawson trying to play it ahead. Now it's onto the stick of Munson. Munson lost it as she came to the OPC line. Cleared but not out by the Stars. Right on front and a shot, and White able to make this save point blank on Nina Dawson.
Boy, Dawson and Munson here, the 2 little ones, number 5 and number 10, have really done a nice job motoring. They work hard. They move the puck together well. Gotten some really good opportunities. And they both actually got the goal. So They're looking really good. The second line's good, John.
Yeah.
They're really playing well.
Back at the blue line, poked free by OPC down to the Willmar end. Cardinals shoot it back out. Stars will regroup at their blue line, bank it ahead to Sawicki. Shot save made by Carlson. Sawicki trying to skate after it. Put right out in front.
Ooh.
Nobody there for OPC as Leah Bork put it out in front of the Cardinals net. Shot back in again by OPC. They go right back on the attack. Puck loose in the circle. Shot away. And glove save made by Carlson, stopping Bodine.
Well, Carlson's looking good, but she's a little shaky. She's not gloving the puck real tight. She's a little tight out there looking for rebounds.
Olsen able to get it down into the OPC zone as Cardinals make a change. Up the wing comes Haley Eikos. She'll skate deep with it. Eikos circles the net, puts it out in front, off in the circle. Shot away, but didn't get through by Zoe Smith. Cardinals pass gets intercepted at the blue line by Strand. Trying to put it toward the front of the net. To the right corners, back, shot away, and save made by Carlson. Puck out of play, brings a stoppage with 41 to go in the period.
Well, she doesn't look too shook up in that picture there.
No,
She's made a couple nice saves there too now at the end too. She hadn't seen any in a while. Well, OPC's out shooting them 10-7. That's what they wanted, but it's not reflecting itself on the scoreboard.
Puck knocked down near the side of the net by Kramer of OPC. Dawson behind her goal gets it to the blue line, but Cardinals getting bottled up here. Coming out in front, shot and whistled wide of the net and high by Scherner. Again, OPC able to keep the puck in, this time on the right side. Fighting along the boards. Shot from the high slot, goes wide of the net. Under a minute to go now. Centering pass gets blocked by Willmar. Chipped along the boards where Strand keeps it in for OPC. Strand and Kramer both on that far board. So now back comes Garberding for Willmar. Trying to come back and now gets the puck back again and puts a shot on net that White makes the save on. Looked like she was completely out of the play, and then the puck popped back onto her stick. Here comes Olsen now for Willmar. She'll skate in hard on the left side. Olsen trying to drag it past, hit the side of the net. The shot gets it back behind the goal. Cleared and out by OPC as they're able to get it out of danger. Willmar plays it ahead back to center. Olsen trying to chip at it at the OPC line. Gets it free herself. Moves into the circle. We'll have to hurry. Final seconds. Cleared to the boards by the Stars.
Ooh.
To the blue line. Shot away. And that is the end of the first period. Willmar with a couple of goals early. OPC gets one late, and some momentum shifts back and forth in that period, Dan. Shots on goal ending up 10-8 in favor of Osseo-Park Center.
What was kind of surprising here, though, usually these Christmas tournaments, that first period is usually kind of sluggish as the kids get back into the groove of things after some Christmas eating and celebration, and the pace got started right off the bat. It was a good pace in this period, and both teams going at each other pretty good, so kind of what we expected.
Yeah, good period of hockey. We'll take a quick break. Jay Wilcox going to hear from each of the coaches between periods. And we'll take a time out. We'll hear from Eric Setrum in just a moment.
Here's these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back here to New Hope Arena on the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic. Our first game of the tournament on the varsity level is Osseo-Park Center trailing Willmar 2-1. We're joined by Eric Setram, the Willmar head coach. And not a bad start when your first couple shots go in like that, but what was your overall impression of your team's play that first period?
Well, I think, we're getting hummed a little bit on our end. Their intensity is really good. We got to try and match that a little bit better.
Yeah, they're a fairly physical team too. How do you feel like your team responded to that part of it?
I think we're so that way. That it's very physical. They're letting a lot go, I think. We have to, along with that intensity, we got to match that physical play. We have some girls that can do that. It's just kind of a mindset.
Your team, of course, the defending tournament champion here. What was the kind of special memories from last year that some of these girls kind of brought back and maybe talked about on the bus on the way down a little bit?
That was a big step for our team last year. They really came together down here. We're hoping we can do the same thing this year. It's a great event for us. We come down here, we stay together, we really work on team activities. Concentrate on team. There's no parents around, so it's a really good event for them. They're really looking forward to come back.
Overall this season, how do you feel about what you've seen from your Cardinals?
We've had a good start to our season. We've had a little bit of a skid here in the middle, which is kind of normal for, mid-season hockey, high school hockey, I think. You get holidays and a lot of things going on, so I think our legs were a little tight there in the first period. Hopefully we can get it rolling here in the second period.
Any adjustments that can be made fairly simply that you saw from that period?
Really just our intensity. We need to match their strength on the puck and just get up ice with some speed. Not necessarily, we're doing a lot of puck watching, I think, and we need to just do a better job of finding open space and moving it.
All right, Coach, good luck the rest of the way. Thanks for being at the tournament again.
Thank you.
All right, Eric Setram, the head coach of the Willmar Cardinals. His team leading Osseo-Park Center 2-1 after one period here in our first game of the night. We'll have first period highlights and then come back with our second period here at New Hope Arena.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back here to New Hope Ice Arena. We're in the first intermission of our first game of the night here on the North Rink with Osseo-Park Center trailing Willmar by a score of 2-1. And one of the nice things about the tournament is getting a chance to see some former players coming back to watch. And we're joined now by Emily Ock, who played when it was still North Metro, not Osseo-Park Center, but in the program, a Park Center graduate who's now playing at Augsburg. And Emily, thanks for joining us. What's it like to be back watching some high school hockey? And I know your dad's one of the coaches, obviously, too, for OPC.
Oh, it's very cool. It's very cool to see a lot of familiar faces and see my dad coach. It's funny because I coach a lot of these girls now in the summertime, so just seeing them during their season is pretty awesome.
A couple years back, they made the decision to go with, the name Osseo-Park Center. Do you feel like it gives a little more identity maybe for the players from those two schools rather than a somewhat more generic North Metro?
Yeah, I think definitely. Most of the population of the team comes from Osseo-Park Center, so having that identity as a team rather than what's North Metro, what does it consist of, is just a lot better for the whole identity.
Now, you did not play in this particular tournament, but did play in some holiday tournaments. What's it generally like when you're not in school and come into play? Is it a different feel than the rest of the season?
Yeah, there's a lot less pressure because you don't have that pressure of school. You have more time with the team and you kind of just bond together as a whole. I think it's a good point in the season where you really kind of find yourself as a team to come together and get the wins.
Tell me a little bit about your college life right now and as a hockey player and just as a student in general.
So I'm a senior at Augsburg. I'm majoring in elementary education. I'm in my senior season. Augsburg's really great. We're having a winning season, and so it's kind of awesome, and it's really cool seeing a lot of familiar faces in the teams that I played in high school and now that I'm playing against in college.
You're anticipating trying to get into teaching right away then?
I actually plan on going to Europe and continuing my hockey career in Germany or Sweden.
Congratulations. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the night and getting a chance to visit with your family as well.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Emily Ock, former Park Center player when they were still called North Metro and now playing at Augsburg. We'll be back with more of our live coverage here of the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic here on CCX in just a moment.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Back at venerable New Hope Ice Arena now in its 44th year of operation. 2-1 Willmar leading Osseo-Park Center. High school girls hockey tonight from the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic. Highlights from the first 17 minutes of play here tonight at New Hope. And as Willmar being able to get on the board first down, they got 2 goals 8 seconds apart and win the face-off there. Nina Dawson getting it to Maya Monson, who scores at 2:32, and then at 2:40 they score again. This time it's Dawson scoring, McKenna Larson the assist, and just like that, 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the game, they're up 2-0 after OPC had dominated play early. There's a shot that went off the pipe. In Osseo-Park Center, though, certainly had stretches where they were the better team, even though they only scored once in that period. And here it is coming up here. The loose puck swept into the net by Tavery Scherner to make it 2-1. That goal coming at 12:54. Shots on goal actually favoring Osseo-Park Center by a margin of 11-9. Scoring chances even at 5 and no penalties in that first period.
Which is kind of surprising too. Willmar's already had 37 penalties this year, which is quite a bit in comparison to 26 to OPC. But the tail of the tape is just basically the Willmar scorers do what they do, and OPC doesn't have that natural score, so got to work very hard on goals. So a 1 or 2 goal deficit keeps it close. If it gets beyond it, it might be tough for OPC to come back on it. But we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Lewis makes for OPC, and I'll be really curious to see if that big line gets put back together for Willmar in the second period.
Let's look at the tournament bracket here at New Hope Arena. 2 games going on this evening here on the North Rink, 2 games on the South Rink. Bemidji Princeton is underway, and that'll be followed later by Fergus Falls and Holy Angels. Fergus Falls had a good program, and the late game here, the St. Paul Henry Sibley program taking in Armstrong Cooper at approximately 7:15 here on the North Rink.
It's nice to see all these teams in this tournament, John, celebrating a nice holiday classic, and it's continued here. This is the 24th holiday classic, and it appears to be getting stronger and getting better.
Tournament will continue Friday and the conclusion Saturday afternoon here at New Hope. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Second period of play on your way next. Willmar and OPC on CCX.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove.
You told me not to do drugs.
You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, Jay Wilcox with you on CCX High School Girls Tournament Hockey from the AC Holiday Classic in New Hope. Willmar Cardinals and the Osseo-Park Center Stars, 2-1 Cardinals. After one, we heard from Willmar head coach Eric Setchum. What do you believe the message was from Jeremy Lewis to his team?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep shooting the puck on the net. We want to be outscoring or outshooting that Willmar throughout this game. Couple flukes in the goals. There's not much you can do about that. Your goaltender settled down. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
No penalties in that first period. You heard Coach Setchum say it's been pretty physical. They've let some things go, but I think it was a good first period overall, Dan.
Well, it really was. Considering the fact, as we said, OPC's had really bad first period to start out. They get continually better in the second and third, whereas Willmar goes in the opposite direction. They have a really good first period, and then they tend to ease up on the gas a little bit in the second and third period. So we'll see if that still plays out here tonight with that.
Chloe Lewis facing off with Nina Dawson. We are underway here in the second period. Willmar a turnover at their blue line, then put out in front. The save made by Carlson. Scherner had a scoring chance there. Well, I said no penalties. We hadn't had one, and now we have one. 19 seconds into the second, as Kramer is going to go off here.
I didn't really see it. Was it a checking penalty, I think?
I didn't see the signal.
So here's this race.
Penalty.
Yep, she just rubbed her off. That's kind of a check here in girls hockey. I'll give you a stat here, John. OPC's penalty kill is at 96%.
Win some games with that.
Yeah.
First shot, it's blocked. Carpeting another try, and the stop made by White. Her best scoring chance tonight for the top goal scorer for the Cardinals. We'll see what Willmar can do here with the player advantage here early in the second period, already leading it 2-1. Carpeting getting it on to Maya Munson's stick, picked off. Lewis coming in, she went down, and back comes Willmar with Dawson. Up into the skates of Bredesen at the blue line. Turned over again, shot in long from outside the blue line by Sawicki. Willmar having trouble getting reorganized here. Now they get it up to center ice on the Munson stick. She'll carry it in left side. Goes back behind the OPC net. Beats it off. Right point. Shot gets blocked. And comes out of the zone. Good job by Sawicki to block the shot there of Tanner Christensen. Again, knocked by OPC down into the Willmar end. 35 seconds left in the penalty time. Nobody on that open right wing for Willmar, but it is caught up to by Ashley Larson. On the Bailey Olsen stick. Back to Larson. Trying to feed it to Olsen. That gets swept away by Beth Denchfield and cleared down the length of the ice. And that should just about do it for the penalty on OPC.
The OPC just dominant on this penalty kill. Really didn't give Willmar any really breathing room here, and looks like they're going to kill it off effectively.
Puck kept in the zone by Denchfield as the Stars are indeed back at full strength. Centering pass comes all the way out to the blue line, kept in the zone by Denchfield. Olsen. Puck lost by Cardinals, and the shot goes just wide off of off of Chloe Lewis's stick. Centering pass out in front, and that gets picked off, and out comes Bredesen with it. Beats it off on the left side. Ashley Larson for Willmar will shoot it in as Willmar goes and makes the save. Change, and OPC will skate it back out of their own end with today getting out to the blue line. Shot wide of the net. Remain at 2-1. Shots on goal 12-10 in favor of OPC. Bodine back at her own end for it for the Stars. Just under the stick there of Sawicki as it gets back to the Willmar zone. Cleared back by Larson ahead. On to Bodine's stick for OPC. Gabrielle Bodine back behind the net. Giving it to Leah Bork. Picked off though, taken by Quinn of Willmar. Rink wide pass by Dawson. Now onto the stick of Munson. Munson skating to the corner. Trying to center that puck again, and she gets tied up by a couple of Stars players. Here's a shot from the blue line. And White able to make the save. Sawicki now for OPC. Shoots it down into the Cardinals' end. Cardinals get it out, down into the Stars' end. Denchfield trying to feed it off there to Zoe Smith. Cardinals players pinch in and free it up in the corner, but it's taken instead by OPC's Stachowski, able to get it ahead. Here comes Claire Smith in, deeper shot, and oh no, not in. Apparently off the crossbar. Did not go in. That was a pretty good shot by Claire Smith.
Why wasn't?
And an icing call here.
Okay. Oh, and Coach Lewis is hot. He wants an explanation of this. We can see on the replay. But we don't have instant replay here.
But we do.
Yes, we do.
Well, that looks like it's in.
That's in.
It underneath the crossbar.
Yeah.
And out. Well, that's the other way in. So OPC does not get what looked like should have been a goal for Claire Smith. Well, the referees are going to talk about it here.
Yeah, they are.
Well, let's still wave it off. Still no goal. Right.
Let's see.
Lewis is hot. Look at it again.
Yeah. It looked like it got just under the crossbar. Well, okay, maybe not.
I don't know. I think that's in.
Okay.
Did the net move a little bit on the top of the net?
Yep. Bounce that up there again. Yep, did a little bit. Yep.
I mean, it's close, but I think it's definitely in. So, you have to fight back from that, and
there we go.
There's a shot and a goal.
There we go.
And now that one does count, and now it's 2-2.
No doubt about that one. Just keep shooting the puck. You know, that's what would have said in the locker room in between periods. Just keep shooting and doing what you're doing. As soon as they're going to go in, and they did. So they didn't hang their heads. They kept after it and got rewarded for it. And we got a tie game now.
Presley Kramer with the goal. That's her team high 6th of the season. And they've come back to tie it up.
See where she comes at from the angle here. She tipped that, I think. No, yeah, she tipped it.
So they tied up at 2 early here in the second. I'll see how Willmar responds. And OPC looking for more. Bjork will skate it in. Had it poked off her stick. Shot from the blue line. Save made. Bjork the rebound and fired it just wide. Initial shot came from Kramer out at the blue line. Now today playing it up the wing, and this one will squirt all the way through, but beyond net. So no icing here on OPC.
Boy, there's some good battles going on now. I tell you, the intensity has really picked up here ever since that tying goal came in.
Willmar's shot, save made. A good shot by Dawson, and the stop made by White. Shot away, that one gets blocked. And that was the trailer. Kramer looking for another one. Kramer after it again. Top of the circle, poked away. And out comes Willmar. Garberding, shot away. Save made by White. Garberding after it again. Or rather, that's Dawson in the corner. Played by OPC back behind their net. Denchfield. Back onto the stick of Eikos. Here comes Haley Eikos across center. Moves into the slot. Fires a shot high and wide of the Willmar's net. Kramer will crank one up and fires it well wide of the net.
Boy, these shots going wide, they're kind of wasted efforts. Get it on net. You've had success when you put it on net.
Trying to tee one up, but fanning on the shot was today for OPC. Osseo-Park Center playing well here in the second period. They have tied it up. They have the momentum. Down in that Willmar end a lot here in the first 8+ minutes of the period. Back to the blue line, shot away, and that goes just wide. Another one fired wide and high of the net. Back out right point to Strand. And the save made and hung on to by Brighton Carlson.
OPC's making some smart plays here, John. They're really all over the puck. They're getting at spots where the Cardinal can't really defend them very well, and they're hitting people in front of the net. And it's getting real crowded down there. So the Cardinals have got to work to get their D to get these OPC players out of that slot there and give their goalie some clear viewing on the puck. But OPC's also got to hit the net more consistently.
Here comes Willmar back with Bailey Olson. Olson stick handling neatly in front and ended up taken away from her by Sawicki. Able to get it out to center. Right back ahead. Here's Olsen left side. Shot away. Save made by White. Olsen goes to the corner. Puck freed up. Centered out in front. And Sawicki there to pick it off. Standing in front of Kesamara for Willmar. Shot in by Denchfield. Willmar can't clear the zone. They'll try the right side this time to advance the puck out, but kept in by Kramer. Comes to the side of the net. Save made. Carlson covers up.
Boy, the forecheck for the Stars has just been unbelievable this period, John. They're really supporting each other, stacking the wall real good. And they're keeping it on the boards where I think they're a little bit better. We talked about the physicality between two periods. I think they're out physicaling the Cardinals right now.
Lewis with the chance there that Carlson was able to make the save on and keep this one tied up at 2. Puck comes out of the zone though as it gets by Strand. She'll have to skate it down in her own end. Has an assist tonight on the second OPC goal. Kramer has it taken away from her by Dawson. The Stars bottled up a little bit in their own end. It's on today's stick. Came free, and White, the goaltender, had to be alert on that. Now, Stars able to get it up to center. Lost though at the blue line, picked off there, and then scooped by OPC, back in by Lewis. Skated down by McKenna Larson. And swept ahead further into the zone by Garberding. Denchfield back for it. Lost out of the zone, shot back in by the Cardinals' Larson. OPC skating strong. This is Haley Eikos. Eikos carries deep, puts it out in front. Unable to get a stick down, was Stakowski.
Boy, Eikos been something for them. She's a freshman for OPC. She looks like a real budding star there.
Chased down by Zoe Smith back out at center. And they'll bring it right back into the Willmar end. After it goes McKenna Larson.
We're getting to the point Willmar can't get off the ice, John. They're going to start getting tired here.
Puck lost in front, shot goes just over the glove of Carlson and wide of the net. Yeah, Willmar just can't make a change right now. And now they'll just do this, ice the puck, so they can. Stopping the clock with just over 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Now a 2-2 game.
Yeah, you can see kind of the distraughtness on Coach's face here. He's they're really coming after us. He talked about the intensity between the periods, and OPC's definitely brought it.
Willmar again unable to clear the puck out of their zone off this face-off. Now comes back today with a shot. There's a lot of traffic in front. It's deflected wide of the net. Sawicki chops at it, getting it to the right boards. Ashley Larson trying to get it out for Willmar. Puck lost, shot, and the save. Strand able to get a shot in on Carlson from a good spot in the circle, and senior makes a stop.
That forechecking system, they're pushing everything into the boards. I mean, they're not letting Willmar have open ice. We saw Bailey Olsen can really move through open ice like that. They bring it off the boards and create a shot, but boy, they're pinching in tight and not giving them any room to work and keeping them out of the middle.
Face-off win for OPC. That one didn't get all the way through, but it was close. They're buzzing the net. Another shot. This one gets blocked and cleared out by Dawson. Icing on the Cardinals again.
You can almost feel one coming on here, John. Just the pressure that's been put on them, and they're putting a ton of pressure on Carlson down in the Willmar net.
Tie up on the face-off. Almost trying to chop it up the boards and get it out of the zone. Now they do get it to center. Strand trying to get it back onto the stick of Chloe Lewis. Right side and shot in by Kramer. Lewis trying to get it off to a teammate. Comes back out blue line today with a shot and a stop made by Carlson. We get it to her again at the blue line. This time out of the zone. Here's Garberding for Willmar getting loose. Trying to feed it back from Munson. Missed her on the pass. OPC counters now with Kramer. She'll carry deep in on net. And the stop made by Carlson. Centering pass. Comes all the way through back out to the blue line. Stars able to keep the puck in the zone at under 3:35 to go in the second. Shot from the slot, and that gets blocked in front. Another try, and that pass just fails to connect. Trying to hit Scherner out in front. Scherner gets it back. Her shot, save made. Puck loose. They try to bang at it and knock it past her and can. Back onto Scherner's stick. Cleared by the Cardinals to the boards, but kept in by Denchfield. Comes to Denchfield again, just above the circle, looking for a tip in front, and it goes wide. Now the Cardinals finally get it back. Missed on the pass for Garberding and icing on Willmar. Ooh, what a sequence for OPC. I'm able to put anything in, but they were just all over the puck, Dan.
Well, they're funneling everything right back into that slot. They're making sure that puck gets out front, and hopefully they'll get a lucky swing and put it in the net. But, you know, the other part of this too, John, is it takes attrition on your legs when you're playing defense that long, and this could have an effect in the third period here.
Face-off win, moving right into Sawicki and stopped by Carlson. Charlie Sawicki, the junior forward, pinching in with a shot. Trying to get her 5th goal of the year, but stopped.
But look, everything's going toward the net. There it is.
A shot, save made. Now out comes Willmar. Here's Bailey Olson. Olson will skate it deep. Had it poked off her stick by Today. Got it out to center ice. Brought back ahead by Christensen. Stars cleared back out to the blue line, and Cardinals trying to regroup again at center. Back into Wilbur and Christensen. Bouncing puck ahead to Morrow, gets it in to the OPC end as Willmar makes a line change. And with 2 minutes to play in the period. Here's Sawicki trying to wind with a shot, goes wide. Cardinals get it along the boards. Trying to push it up at least to the blue line, and kept in by OPC. Now, Garberding able to get the pass to Dawson. Drop pass, Garberding in the slot, moves in with a shot, and the save made. Puck is covered now finally by White. Delay on the whistle there, and then finally frozen by Mackenzie White.
Yeah, you can see Garberding starting to reduce. Dawson did a nice job of getting it out. Puts the pass back for Garberding, knows she's there. Nice moves right here, taking her time winding up for the shot. Just didn't quite get everything she wanted on it, but good shot by the Cardinal. They needed that one.
I don't think Dawson saw it. It was almost right in front of her, but she didn't see it.
No.
Get a stick down on it and try to swipe at a rebound. Freed up. 2-on-2 now for OPC. Scherner coming in. Drives all the way to the corner. Puck played around the boards. And taken by Munson of Willmar. 4 players move in, tied up, cup free, shot away. And another shot opportunity by Haley Eikos, and the save by Carlson.
Bad angle shot, but Carlson had to be quick on that glove, John. It was going in the upper right-hand corner. Boy, the intensity that OPC's brought to this in this period is incredible. I mean, they're out shooting Willmar 23-17 right now. And I can't think of how many they missed the net.
Shot here, it gets blocked. Right, it missed the net or just gotten blocked before they got into that. But certainly have fired a lot of shots tonight, especially in this period. Olsen with a strong skate into the zone for Willmar. Lost the puck as she came back behind the Stars net. And played ahead to Sawicki. Charlie Sawicki will fire a shot, and that gets blocked by the defenseman. And back comes Willmar. They'll get it up to center, down to 25 seconds to go in the period. Olsen's drop pass. It's deflected, cleared back in by Willmar. Stars will move it up here. 10 seconds to go. Turned over. Garberding couldn't do anything with it as Lewis got a piece of it, defending her from behind. Shot ahead now in by Denchfield into the Cardinal zone. Chop to the boards, and that is the end of the second period of play.
Well, tremendous effort, dominant performance by OPC in this period, but they only got one goal here. It's 2-2, and they probably should have come out here with a 2-3 goal lead. So Willmar held tight. Their goalie stepped up to the plate. Carlson did a nice job. So we're going to have a rock and roll third period. I think some Cardinal adjustments are going to come. We're going to see a big line coming out here in the third period.
We'll take a break. Jay will be hearing from Jeremy Lewis, the Osseo-Park Center head coach, in just a moment, as we continue with more coverage of the 8C Holiday Classic, live from New Hope Ice Arena on CCX.
No.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Operation Wonder Park is a go!
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
Honey, have you seen my cell phone?
But don't just imagine.
My park came to life?
Ooh, a plot twist!
Use STEM to build.
Ta-da!
Create.
She did it!
And change the world.
Who's with me?
I'm more of a 2 feet on the ground kind of guy.
It's gonna hurt tomorrow.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Welcome back here to New Hope Ice Arena. We are at the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic, and through 2 periods of our first game on the North Rink tonight, it is Willmar and Osseo-Park Center tied up at 2 apiece. And Jeremy Lewis, the OPC head coach, joins us. A really strong period for your team, Jeremy. What kind of turned it up for your squad there?
Oh, yeah, we just kind of told our girls, you know what, our forecheck, our team succeeds. We have a strong forecheck. I think that first period, we started a good first 5 minutes. We're out shooting 5-0. We're moving our feet on our forecheck. Then we started gliding for about 5 minutes, and they pumped 2 on us, take those 5 minutes out. We're doing better. But that period, we definitely forechecked a lot better. You know, gave them, you know, 2 girls hard on the puck. We had 3 high. We were pinching our D on them. Really, they didn't really have much time to much time to breathe out there, and kind of cycled the puck on them down low and took advantage of it.
That Willmar first line has certainly got some ability and some speed, but you feel pretty good about the way you were able to counteract them?
Yeah, I mean, good thing we're the home team here, right? So, we think we got the good matchup up on them now, you know, right? We kind of figured what line we were kind of teetered on what line to put against them. We found a good, you know, our sovereign line to put against them to kind of contain them a little bit, and, you know, don't give them time and space as we talked about between the first and second, and I think we did a good job with that.
I think for both teams, obviously, there's been a little interruption in the schedule with the Christmas holiday and everything, but do you feel pretty confident your team will have good legs here for the third?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to try to mix that third line in a little bit to give our girls a break, and I think the first 2 lines getting gassed, but I think, you know what, we work hard every day for these situations, and who doesn't want to be in these situations right now?
I think for every team in this, down the line is what's more important, talking section time, but still, is it kind of a big deal to try and win a tournament here at midseason like this too?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's our goal going in. We want to win the tournament. we just don't want to be kind of we want to win this tournament. I think we have a good chance. I think we match up well against this team, and and they're a good team. All right, they have two lines that can really go, and we got to capitalize them when we get our chances.
Jeremy, thanks for joining us. Good luck here in the third.
Thanks.
All right, Jeremy Lewis, the head coach of Osseo-Park Center. His team, after a pretty strong second period, tied up at 2-2 with Willmar and getting set for period number 3. We'll take a timeout and be back with more of our coverage here of the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic in just a moment.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Welcome back here to New Hope Ice Arena for the Armstrong Cooper Holiday Classic. It is Osseo-Park Center and Willmar tied up at 2 apiece in the first game tonight here on the North Rink at the varsity level. And our second game tonight will have the host team, Armstrong Cooper, getting set to take on St. Paul Henry Sibley. And Kelly Crandall, the new head coach for Armstrong Cooper, joins us. Not new to the program, though, but how has it been to take over as head coach?
Oh, it's been great. It's fun to have the opportunity to be in a program I grew up playing in, a home arena, grew up learning to skate and play hockey here, so it's been incredible.
And you've been getting to team with your dad as an assistant coach. I know he's been a coach for a long time in various sports. What's that dynamic been like to work with your dad?
It's been incredible. Get to spend some time together at the ice arena, and he's really bonded with the team, the girls, and our other coaches as well. So I'm just really lucky to have such a great team. Our JV coaches do a great job, and added a new addition with Hannah joining the varsity team as well. So it's just felt like it's fun to be at the ice arena. I really enjoy the dynamic we have as a coaching staff.
Your team has battled back to within a game of 500 here coming into the tournament. Are you happy with the progress that the group's made so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're just getting better every day. That's a huge win for us as a program. I think just each and every day getting better. We have a lot of talent, a lot of young kids, and people stepping up, playing their roles, and just continuing to have fun. I think that was a big piece for me last year of, let's make sure hockey's fun, and it has been. We want everyone to want to be at the arena, and I think so far they're doing that and really showing it in games now as well.
After tonight, you'll be losing a few players, although for a pretty good reason. They're getting a chance to go down with the Armstrong Band to the Outback Bowl. Tough for you hockey-wise, but you have to be happy for them, I'd guess, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been making jokes if their alarms don't go off and they miss the planes, they can come play hockey instead. But of course we're happy for them. Should be a great time, and to actually get to see the Gophers play. They didn't know that at the time, so I think even more fun and a great experience to get some warm weather and enjoy that as well.
Last thing for you, Kelly, what do you know about your opponent tonight? What kind of game do you expect?
We haven't seen them play. Heard, some scores, check scores, things like that. But I think they're going to be a good team. They're going to give us a run. And anytime you play in a tournament, you really try to get that first goal and get the legs moving. A holiday break. We've had 2 days off. So I think just getting everybody excited back in the game and looking to just give it everything we got.
Kelly, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in a bit here on the bench.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Kelly Crandall, the head coach of the Armstrong Cooper girls. Again, they'll be taking on St. Paul Henry Sibley coming up in our second game tonight here on CCX Sports. We've got 1 period to go, a good first game. Willmar and Osseo-Park Center tied up at 2. We'll have more of that game in just a moment.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Willmar and Osseo-Park Center tied up 2-2 after 2 periods. Quarterfinal round game at the Armstrong Cooper Girls Holiday Hockey Classic. Let's take a look at highlights from the second period of play. Willmar led it 2-1 after 1 period. OPC really firing a lot of shots. There was one that didn't count. Claire Smith looked like she had gotten it in just under the top of the crossbar. Then they'd get a run just a few minutes later, a few seconds later actually, put in by Presley Kramer. That's a Strand, the assist, to tie it up at 2, and pounded a lot more rubber the Willmar's way at Brighton Carlson the rest of the period, but unable to score anymore.
Just a real all-out effort by OPC. We see Willmar, some of the comeback they've got, especially Madison Garberding, who's probably their best player. But that was just total domination on OPC's part. That forecheck had them fooled, and they just couldn't get out of the zone.
There's a look at the shots on goal now through 2 periods and the scoring chances favoring OPC. Just 1 penalty taken by Osseo-Park Center early in that second period. They successfully played that off, and they were the better team definitely in that second period of play, Dan. Yeah,
you can tell by just the spread in the shots there. Almost doubled their shots versus the Cardinals. So Cardinals going to have to make some adjustments here. I'm expecting one, and we'll see if it happens. But all OPC's got to just keep it up. Just keep it up. Keep doing what they're doing, and it'll pay off. I think they can hold a 1-goal lead, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, somebody's got to get one to get a winner and move on to the semifinals. We have the third period coming up on CCX right after this.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
You doing it?
Willmar and Osseo-Park Center tied up at 2, 1 period to go. Holiday tournament hockey here from New Hope Ice Arena. John Jacobson back with Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox. We get started third period, and Willmar has that chance to rest a little bit and regroup and try to get back some of what they had in the first period, although there were stretches in the first period too that Osseo-Park Center definitely had the better of play, but that was most of that period here in the second.
Yeah, well, the 2 goals that Willmar came back after getting forecheck to death in the first few minutes really took OPC off their heels, put them on their heels, but they've recovered and rebounded well. And also noting now, OPC traditionally plays the third period the best. They have outscored their opponents 13-6 in the third period alone. So if this is any indication, Willmar could have some trouble here. And they have not made the adjustments in the Cardinals. He's keeping his lines the same. I thought he might bring Bailey Olsen up with Monson and Garberding, but he's keeping it the way it has been. So we'll see what happens.
Underway in the third period. A little turnover for OPC in their own end. They quickly recover and get it back. Brought by Scherner in on the right wing for OPC. Skates back behind the net, drops a pass back. Kramer putting it into the slot. Strand lost it. Garberding takes it away for Willmar, and then a good poke check by Today to take it off of the stick of Garberding. And that allows Osseo-Park Center to get it right back into the Willmar zone. Scherner getting tied up back behind the net. Lewis in there as well for OPC, number 18, as she gets tied up by Swart, who's able to gather the puck out of that scrum and get it out for Willmar. Swept up through center, past Munson all the way down, where it'll be skated down by Strand of OPC. Now Olsen helping to keep it in for the Cardinals. OPC chops at it, knocks it out of their own end. No icing here as it's skated down by McKenna Larson onto the stick of Bailey Olsen. Olsen at center. Lost it. Larson shooting it ahead of the OPC line. Ashley Larson will put it in deeper.
Bailey Olsen's got to give up that puck. A little bit too much Bailey Olsen right now. Move it up the ice and get it going. She's breaking it out, but I'm amazed OPC has read the stats and they've really shut down Madison Garberding. She really hasn't got too much of a sniff except for that one in the second period there, John.
Centering pass comes all the way through and taken by Olsen, or Quinn rather, of Willmar, and then shot back ahead into the zone by Kalavig. Trying to chase the puck, but the Stars quickly get it out to center and back out of the Willmar end. Too far though, it's icing on OPC. Each of these teams will play Friday and Saturday in this tournament, and then they're off till next Saturday. Osseo-Park Center actually will be right back here. A 3 o'clock game against Armstrong Cooper. Willmar will be on the road. They will play at Litchfield, playing Litchfield Dassel Cokato on January 4th. A 1 o'clock start. Now Garberding down in the corner. Lost the puck, taken by Dawson for the Cardinals. Trying to get it for Munson. Puck comes free right out in front of their own net. And can't get it out. As OPC doing a good job keeping it in. That one just slides wide off of Claire Smith's stick. Now the Cardinals break out. Munson banks it ahead. Garberding lost it off her stick and taken by Strand of OPC. Ahead to Claire Smith. Claire Smith left side. Shot away. Stop made by Carlson. Cardinals will skate it back up the right side. Pushed ahead by Mara down into the OPC end. Ashley Larson after it there. Puts it out in front. Shot from the slot. And Olsen fired it high and wide. That was a good scoring chance for Bailey Olsen, but missed the net with it. Osseo-Park Center got it out. Back come the Cardinals now. Stars get it to the blue line. Kept in by Olsen. Denschfield with it for OPC. Ahead to Scherner. The center, fan down there. Scherner then, or Lewis rather, kind of overskated the puck. He is able to get the puck to Kramer. Just missed on the pass to Scherner. Lewis back out. Shot, and tipped in front. And almost put in on the tip by Kramer off the initial shot from Eikos. The whistle as the net came off.
Good shot by Eikos there. She got her head up and looked, and she saw Kramer down there. You'll watch it change. Now look, she's going to get her head up. She looks down and she sees it. She sends it right to Kramer to do the tip in, and she almost got that puck in the net.
Strand with the shot. Loose in front. Battle in front. Try. Shot goes wide of the net. Onto Scherner's stick. Kramer can't do it. Back to Scherner. Drops it back. Strand with a shot. And a nice save made by Carlson. Dawson tried to feed the pass from Munson. That's intercepted. Loose in front. Backhand try. Having her stick tied up. Strand missing. Couldn't quite connect on the pass intended for Kramer. Pass from Munson too far out. Rolling pucks are dangerous. Right into Mackenzie White, who covers up for the stop.
Oh, she made a good play there and just kind of slowed things down. Doesn't want to take a chance of having glancing off. Willmar right now, John, they got to get that puck down low inside the OPC zone. Maybe not even carry it across the line, just dump it in and go get it. Put pressure on the OPCD to get them spread out because they're camping out in front and covering the Cardinals really effectively.
Turning and firing is Olsen. Save made. Puck is free. Shot in, another stop made by White. And finally covered up. Mackenzie White coming up big a couple of times on Willmar.
Boy, good answer by the Cardinal right there. Bailey Olsen getting an opportunity. But now the Cardinals started swarming, and she set up that shot real nice, but went right into the goalie. But
Jada Richter, number 3, just an 8th grader, had that last shot on net. Now Olsen off the face-off, trying to sweep it toward the net again. Stars trying to regroup, pass it back behind the net to Haley Eikos. Up the boards and out of the zone. Off the stick of Sawicki and cleared back by the Cardinals down on the OPC end again. They'll swarm after it here. We're under 12 minutes to play in a 2-2 hockey game. Third period from New Hope. Second game to come. St. Paul Sibley team taking on Armstrong Cooper. Olsen can't get all the way to the net. Is stopped by Eikos on that drive down the wing. Stars now will skate it up. Eikos got it to center, then lost it. Played by Quinn back to the Stars line, then shot by the Stars back to the Willmar end. Cardinals regroup, put it up to center ice. Puck poked away there, and OPC's offside.
Well, looks like the Cardinals are starting to rally a little bit here, John. They're getting more control of the puck inside the OPC zone, putting an extra step into their forecheck to kind of get on the OPC defense before they can get it out to the forwards, who've been very good at getting it out.
Under 11 minutes to go now. Dawson with it in her own end. Had a poke checked off her stick, but Munson has it for Willmar. Kramer takes it away from her, plays it to the corner. Swept back behind the net by Swart of Willmar. Puck loose along the far boards. Lewis for OPC. Now it's Kramer with it, trying to put it out front for Scherner. Back to the blue line. Scherner will skate after it. Tying up there with Christensen. Game loose in front of the net, and Willmar has it. Garberding feeding it off for Dawson, off her stick. Here comes Munson, and they've got to retreat. They would have been offside there. Kramer pinching in at the blue line. Went down as Garberding took her off the play.
Penalty.
And going to make it a penalty there on Garberding.
I believe that's the first penalty on Willmar.
It is.
Tonight, so OPC getting a chance to go on the power play. Unfortunately, they're only firing at about 10% right now. 3 goals in 30 attempts. This would be a big one for them if they could break through and get a lead.
Time of the penalty, 7 minutes and 10 seconds. OPC trying to set up shop here in the Willmar end. Shot away, saved by Carlson. Denchfield getting it back for OPC. They lost it. Taken by the Cardinals and shot out to center ice. Strand has it there for OPC. Fired back into the Willmar end. Behind her net is Nina Dawson and gets it out of the zone. Bodine back for it for OPC. Plays it ahead to center. Charlie Sawicki. She'll carry it deep back behind the Willmar net. Sawicki circles, gets it back off. Iko's coming in deep, shot away, and rebound try just went wide. Boy, it looks like an open net, but they missed it. Bodine was on the doorstep there. Now fanning on the shot was Sawicki. Cleared by Willmar, but not out. Kept in by Kaylee Ikos. Sawicki trying to move in from the circle. Puck comes all the way through, but goes past Carlson. Taken by Bailey Olson. Out she comes now, shorthanded. Olson carrying in 1-on-3. A shot away, and the save made by White. He's a dangerous player with the puck, and White able to make the stop. OPC comes back. 25 seconds left in their power play. Haley Ikos shot gets blocked. Gets the puck back. Moves to the corner. Centering right out in front. Backhand try. They score. Tavery Scherner, the sophomore, puts it in. A power play goal, and it's 3-2 OPC.
I believe that's your second goal of the evening, but Ikos is the one that really made the play there, John. I'll tell you what, she got it inside the zone. She didn't shoot it right away. She kind of looked around her shoulder to see if somebody else was coming in. She waited patiently in the corner. Finally, they got it out front. You can see her looking. She's looking. She finally gets it. And then it goes. Nice backhand. First lead for OPC tonight. That was big, considering how that's 4 goals and 31 attempts on power play for them. But that was one of the bigger ones of the year for them right there.
Scherner's second of the season to make it 3-2. Willmar with a chance, and White squeezes the puck and makes the stop. On the South Rink, after 2 periods, Bemidji leading Princeton Becker Big Lake by a score of 4-1. Face-off win for Willmar. The glove save by Mackenzie White.
Not a big appeal in this tournament this year. We got them from all over the state. Fergus Falls and Princeton and Bemidji, Willmar.
Well, a turnover by Willmar at their blue line. They give it up to Scherner, who shoots it down into the Willmar zone. Out it comes to center. Racing for the puck is Mara. Looking for a teammate to pass it to. Finds someone. That shot. And gloved by White off of Larson's stick. Ashley Larson's stick. Look at that last goal. Or last chance again for Scherner. Is able to squeeze it past Brighton Carlson to get a power play goal for OPC and give them the lead right now. At 3-2.
Well, these sophomore scorers for Osseo-Park Center have really stepped up tonight, John. They've pumped all the goals in for them, and they've done a really good job.
Aaliyah Bjork skates it in deep with the puck for Osseo-Park Center. Sawicki chasing after it, but Willmar has it. The Cardinals move it up out to center. Past Garberding and down into the OPC end. Pass missing Bjork at center, and this will go for icing.
We'll see kind of adjustments they make now for Willmar. They're going to have to pinch more. They're going to have to bring their D down low and try to stop the OPC force from getting out of the zone. They're going to have to take more chances, which might give OPC more opportunities. But right now, Cardinals got a pinch.
Osseo-Park Center, Sawicki playing it rink wide ahead. Not much of a scoring chance from that angle for Bjork. And Willmar will play it off the puck. Here comes Garberding. One player back. Garberding, nice poke check away by Ikos.
Whoa.
Ikos has it again. He'll play it back behind her net. Or Bjork. Dribbles out past the blue line. Shot right back in by Garberding of Willmar.
Well, OPC's giving up turnovers here. They got to be careful with that puck. They're only up by a goal, one shot away from being tied. Control the puck, put it on sticks.
Here's Claire Smith out to center for OPC. Pulls it down the left wing. Behind the net she goes. Trying to get it back out to the point, but past Strand, and Osseo-Park Center has to reset at center ice. Today had it poked off her stick. Back comes Tessa Strand. Blue line shot, block. That goes away past the net. Here's Kramer for OPC. Today's shot that gets deflected behind the Willmar net. Game free again. Today will move it to Kramer. Back to Today to Kramer. Kramer trying to move into the slot. They take it away by Quinn. Here comes Strand with a shot. A good kick save there by Carlson. We're under 5 minutes to go now in the third period. Zoe Smith had a hop off her stick to the side of the net. Cleared by Willmar down the ice. This will be icing on the Cardinals.
Well, I like the way OPC, John, they're getting the puck down low and they're keeping it down low. They're going to make Willmar go 200 feet in order to get a scoring chance. And they bring it out to the point a little bit, but mostly keeping it down low and working it down low.
Shot and a goal. Right off the face-off, they get a win. And then the goal. And for Scherner, her third of the night.
Lay hat trick. Boy, what a shot. She took her time, took it to the middle, got in the slot area, picked her spot, and she rifled it right over the upper right-hand corner. Just a pretty little goal. Boy, these sophomores are really coming in. Look at this move right there. He got in the middle. She took a look, and then she found that upper right-hand corner and just ripped it there.
Face-off win for Chloe Lewis, and then Scherner burying the shot. Her third of the night, 7th of the season, and now a 2-goal lead for OPC at 4-2.
Well, the challenge has been met here. They were told earlier in the season they got to shoot more. They got to start stepping up and putting the pucks into that, and they sure have tonight.
Icing here on OPC.
As you heard Coach Lewis saying between periods, they want to win this tournament. This is a good first step by taking out the defending champion.
Now 2-goal lead now for OPC. Just over 4 minutes to go. Well, see what Willmar can do here. Chances have been more limited since that first period.
Now they got to go into attack mode. As I was talking about pinching, they got to pinch at the D. They may have to give up some 2-on-1s based on just having to pinch, but they're going to have to bring 2 people to the puck all the time, support each other for the outlet pass, and try to keep it down low in the OPZ zone to create some scoring. And they've got the kids that can do it. I mean, we've seen the numbers, John. So we'll see if he puts that top line together here for Willmar again.
Dawson and Bodine on the face-off. Dawson will skate after it for Willmar, the corner, chop it around to the opposite corner, trying to play it back out to the blue line. It comes out of the zone. Back in by the Cardinals briefly until OPC clears it out to center. Banked ahead into the zone by Dawson. Shot attempt from the side of the net didn't get very far, and back comes OPC now. Head comes Bjork into the zone. Lost it as she was double teamed by a couple of Cardinals players. Shot in on net, and a good stop by Carlson off the shot from Bodine. Left point kept in by Kramer. Out of the corner. Dawson looking to play it for Willmar. Number 10 has it for the Cardinals. 2:45 to go in the third period.
Boy, the forecheck has just been so well placed, and OPC is following the puck. They got an idea. They're funneling it where they want it to go, and then they're getting there before the Willmar player does.
Here come the Cardinals. Dawson moving in. Stopped in the circle before she could get a shot away. It was poked off her stick. That was a good defensive play by Ellie Horvath to keep it away. Not allow Nina Dawson to get a shot. We probably didn't pull the trigger quite fast enough there. Olsen trying to squeeze through. A couple players can't. And a stop made by Mackenzie White.
Well, there have been really no openings at all for Olsen and Garberding. Monson got on the board first, but out of the top three, boy, they really shut him down. So number 7 and number 20, although have been noticeable, they have not really had too many great scoring chances.
Upcoming for Willmar, as I mentioned, that Litchfield, Dassel Cokato next Saturday, then Northern Lakes on December 7th before returning home on January 9th. Against Sartell Sauk Rapids. And for OPC, same 3 days of games coming up at Armstrong Cooper, at home at Nick Fraw Arena, Champlain Park, Coon Rapids on January 7th, and at Hopkins Park on Thursday, January 9th. These teams will play 3 games in 3 days, Dan, get a little break for New Year's, and then be back at it for the final grind of the regular season in January.
Yep, we're just a little over halfway through the season for these players now, and now they got to make the run, get ready to set up for sections, and make a run hopefully to a state tournament.
And upcoming are Sibley and Armstrong Cooper coming up tonight here on CCX. Girls basketball Saturday afternoon, Champlain Park and Minnetonka, and the much anticipated matchup between Hopkins and Park Center. 2 of the top teams in the state playing Saturday night at 7 at Park Center. And then Hopkins Champlain Park boys basketball Friday, January 3rd. All of those games live on CCX1 and CCXmedia.org.
Okay, OPC. Let's keep the Cardinal out of the middle. Don't give him anything in the slot. Keep it off to the side. Be aware where 7, 20, and 5 are for the Cardinal. Cardinal, flood the zone. Get it down low. Work the OPC defense to get it open. Then work it to the point if you have to get an open shot, and get as many people in front of the net to get a rebound if you possibly can. Okay, so Garberding and Olsen are out there together. I don't see Monson for them, but those are 2 of their leading scorers right there.
So the net already empty here with 2 minutes to go. Willmar needing 2 goals to extend this game. But Osseo-Park Center has control in their own end. Got it to the blue line, and now Scherner able to put it out. Back behind the net, Strand for OPC. For Kramer. Out to center it comes. Willmar will shoot it back in. This will be a delayed offside, but then Osseo-Park Center gets it out. Loose puck toward that empty net. Willmar recovers briefly anyway. And now skated ahead by Olsen. Olsen with the head of steam runs over the OPC defender today. Did a good job just holding her ground there and didn't allow Olsen to get past her. Olsen, and she gets taken now. We're going to have a penalty coming up here on Osseo-Park Center as soon as the Stars touch it. So penalty will give them not only a power play, but they'll have 2 extra skaters, Dan.
Yep.
On the ice for the last minute of play.
But the advantage there will be, well, remember too, the OPC can ice the puck, which is a big advantage here. And they can take a shot at the empty net down there and not, get penalized with an icing. But, boy, you don't want to be down 5-3 on these guys, though.
Lewis going off That's 16 minutes. Willmar a minute to go. That start firing it toward the net. Puck is loose. Shot by Olsen, didn't get all the way through, but she gets it back for the Cardinals. Moves into the circle, puts it out in front. Garberding scores. A nice pass from Bailey Olsen. And Garberding able to convert for her 19th goal of the season, and it's 4-3 on a power play goal.
Oh, good puck movement. Nice unselfish play by Olsen. She found Garberding over on the far side there. Good move here, and then she gets the pass over to Garberding as she's going down to Garberding at a wide open net. And now it's going to get interesting. Now we got a 1-goal lead.
Goalie Carlson back in the net for now for the face-off. And it comes back down into their end as OPC's able to chop it down into the Willmar end. On 40 seconds to go. Cardinals need another one to tie it here. Can't get Carlson out of their own net yet. Now Dawson with it. Will come it up just to center ice. Now here's Garberding. It's a 2-on-1 with Munson. Fires a shot and fired it high. Puck along the boards. The net now empty. Put out in front. Willmar unable to get a stick on it. It's cleared by OPC down. This will be icing with 8.6 seconds left on the scoreboard.
I can understand.
Also, the 2-on-1 popped up, and a little scary moment for the Wings there.
Garberding had the puck, who just gotten the goal to get into within one.
That just missed the net high with her shot. Garberding going to take this face-off here. Won by OPC. We get a tie-up on the boards. Comes loose in the circle, a shot away, and that is the way it ends. They're going to skate off the rest of the time, and all of a sudden it popped free and onto the stick of Nina Dawson. Got one final shot away, and a win in the end for Osseo-Park Center, though, here 4-3.
Well, it came right down to the end, though. I'll tell you what, my gosh, 4-3 game. That was probably more in OPC's alley than it is for Willmar, because they could score. But good strategy there, just she couldn't control the puck, and of course Olsen gets it on. And who stepped up there and got the shot? Was that Dawson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Olsen dug it out and got it to Dawson. Then the final save for Mackenzie White to end it. Good hockey, and OPC wins it by a final score of 4-3. They score 2 goals there in the third period. Willmar gets one late on a power play, and the Stars get their 4th win of the season.
Both teams, I'll tell you what, got what they wanted out of this tournament. I'll tell you, there was no lull, no Christmas lull. The pace was good right off the bat. They all kind of got things done that they wanted to get done. Good hockey game. I like an opener like this, and like I said, these might be the 2 best teams in the tournament. They played pretty well tonight.
So Osseo-Park Center moves into the winners bracket semifinals. They'll take on the winner of Fergus Falls Holy Angels. North Rink here at 5 o'clock. And then Willmar will play the loser tomorrow at 5:15 of Fergus Falls Holy Angels on the South Rink here next door. So Willmar unable to defend their championships. We'll have a new tournament champion here at the AC Holiday Classic for 2019, Dan.
Well, they can come around and win the consolation championship, but you know, OPC hasn't been in this tournament for a long time, and their stated goal was to come win this tournament. Well, step 1 is done. 2 more, they could be hoisting a trophy to take back to Osseo-Park Center.
Let's take a quick timeout. Jay Wilcox will be with us with a couple of the Osseo-Park Center players as they win this one by a goal. 4-3 our final. We'll wrap up our first quarterfinal round game here at New Hope Ice Arena after this timeout.
Roll over. Chance high 5. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back here. What a great first game here in this North Rink at New Hope Ice Arena as Osseo-Park Center hanging on to hold off Willmar 4-3, and joined by a couple of the stars that helped to make it happen, and starting with Tavery Scherner. A hat trick for you here tonight. How did it feel to do so well and to get the tournament started on a nice note for your team too?
It was really exciting. We've been working at this all season, so I'm excited that we could pull off a win against a team that was good competition for us.
Yeah, they got a couple goals real early in the game, but after that point, it felt like you guys, for the most part, kind of took over. Yeah. What did you talk about to kind of grab control of this one in the second period especially?
We really tried to work on our D zone, so covering girls in front of the net. I think that really helped.
A good win, as you said. They won this tournament a year ago, and you know, is it good to get tested on the first night like this to sort of know what it might be like the next couple nights too?
Yeah, we're really excited to play the next teams, and we'll think it will be a good competition for us. So, yeah.
All right, nice job, and have fun the rest of the season here and the rest of the tournament. Chloe Lewis playing well here tonight. They came at you guys a little bit at the end. They got a goal there. What was everybody thinking those last minute or so?
We were focusing on playing good defense because defense wins championships.
How do you feel about the way your team played overall in this one, especially coming back off a break like you did? For both teams, it's kind of unusual when you have to jump back in like that.
I think after the first couple shifts, seeing what they could do, we started to dial in on we need to work harder and play more aggressive because they're a fast-paced team and we need to be right up there with them.
What do you feel like it'll take to win this championship in this tournament? What do you guys have to do the next two nights?
Focus on position, hard work, effort, going through the hands, just all around good hockey.
Thanks so much for joining us. Nice job here tonight.
Thank you.
And good luck the rest of the tournament too. That's Chloe Lewis along with Tavery Scherner for the Osseo-Park Center Stars. They win it tonight over Willmar 4-3 in the opening round to move into the semifinals on Friday night. That'll do it for this first game. We'll be back with game number 2 as host Armstrong Cooper takes on St. Paul Sibley coming up in just a bit here on CCX Sports.